Hey guys! Alright, so this is, I believe, day 6 of my drawing challenge, and I'm going to be moving around the apartment a little bit today and doing like quick sketch drawing exercises. I will be doing some blind contour, some timed drawings. This is going to be a like low pressure work on building those neurons that coordinate my eyesight and how my brain processes images and how my hand records and documents those. So when we're doing blind contour, quick sketches, the idea is that you're trying to observe your object as much as possible as opposed to having your eyes on the page. When you're looking at your page, what you're doing is you're drawing from memory. You can't be staring at the artwork and, like as soon as you look away from the object that you're drawing, you're automatically switching over to memory. So when we're doing these exercises where we're either looking back and forth really quickly, or we're trying in blind contour, you're trying not to look at the page at all and only look at the object and allow your hand to function without sight. That is building up the neurons that fire in between, processing imagery, processing what your eyes are seeing, and using the muscles in your hand and your arms and manipulating your pencil or paint, your tools, to replicate what the eyes are seeing. The objective of these exercises is not to create a beautiful piece of artwork, but to build up the muscle memory. So I think a lot of people get caught up with exercises like this in either like cheating with blind contour and looking at the page, or just feeling self-conscious about producing something that doesn't represent their strongest work. But you really just have to keep in mind that this is only to help you. This is how you make your strongest work, is to do these things that feel a bit goofy and a bit clunky. You don't have to put this in your sketchbook that you show your friends. Feel free to, if you like, you can just use printer paper, or even like you can use newspaper or whatever kind of paper is laying around the house, and a Sharpie or marker. Use your inexpensive supplies. Use a sketchbook that either you don't show anybody, or use paper that you feel comfortable just throwing away immediately, or recycling, please. Yeah, we're recycle it. But this is all for you. So I encourage you to make this a luxurious activity. Think of it like wearing a face mask. Like, you look goofy, it's funny, it feels funky on your face, and I mean like the beauty kind, not like the COVID-19 kind. A mud mask, a beauty mask. But it will make you better. It makes you feel better about yourself. It makes you more confident in your skills. So just indulge yourself. If you want to, put on some great music, make a cup of tea, have some chocolate, make this a really fun and relaxing activity. Do not think about this as producing artwork. Think about this as strengthening neurons and strengthening the connection between your brain and your hand. Yeah, so I'll show you how I walk through this, and I'll talk about it as we go. If you want to try this, I really encourage you to do it. It helps me a lot, and it's really gonna help. So please give it a try. I feel like I'm rambling on. I've talked enough. Let's go. So I'm probably not going to talk the whole way through this video, but I did just want to walk you guys through how
blind contour sketching works. So the idea is that you are not actually looking at the paper at all. Ideally, you are only looking at the object and letting the connection between your brain and your hand do all of the work for you. So, really just try not to worry about what you're making. Just focus on the process. And it's okay if it ends up just looking like a bunch of, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like a bunch of scribbles. I've even just kind of like drawn over the same page a couple of times, drawing different objects, because I know that, this is just a, throwaway piece. Another thing that I like to do is when I am doing these sort of like quick sketch, time sketch activities, I like to work with figures. I find that like a really intriguing thing. So I'll either, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys, I need another cup of tea. I will either like use myself in a mirror, or like in this example, I'm using my hand. You can also do this out in public. If you're like sitting in a cafe, you can do quick sketches of people as they move. It really sets a time restraint for you and doesn't allow you to get into the, hyper detailed, get caught up in, just spinning yourself in circles over details of things. You learn to create those quick gestures, the fast motions, and to capture as much, information as you can without getting stuck up on details. Another great thing is pets. If you have any pets in the house, they're not going to listen to you. They're not going to sit still. So it is, fun to just kind of, my dog sleeps a lot. Sasha's always lounging and sleeping, so she's kind of an easy target when it comes to this. But, you can just sketch them, draw them. It's absolutely just more about the process here. Just try to, I know it's so hard. I know that every time we put pen to paper, it's easy to feel like that is the object that represents you as a person and represents you as an artist. But really try to shut off that part of your brain right now and just allow the mechanics to take over. This is a really great activity if you would consider yourself like, what's the word? A perfectionist, that's what it is. If you would consider yourself to be like a perfectionist, and I hear that phrase all the time from people who are creatives and artists, this is a really great way to relax that part of your brain. Alright, I'm gonna stop talking now because I keep yawning. I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the video here and see how I work through this exercise and make myself a cup of tea. So I'm sorry for all of the yawning. I know there were a couple background noises there. But yeah, thanks you guys for tuning in, and I hope that you have a lot of fun working through these exercises. Have a great day! So that concludes today's drawing exercises. Thanks, guys, for hanging in there. I hope that you found value in this and you enjoyed it. If you did, please do, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Yeah, you're cool. We're cool for doing this. Thanks for hanging out, and see you soon. That was really awkward. Sorry, guys.